Today I show you how to install a screen protector on the iPad Pro M5 13-inch. This is the new iPad now, and this is the ESR tempered glass screen protector, and there are two in here. It's a 2-pack, so if I made a mistake I have a chance to fix it. I have a chance to make it work again if it doesn't work. So you have precise alignments. It has a template for installation. There is one thing I didn't like about this, but hopefully it's not going to be a problem. I will show you in a moment what I'm talking about. ESR is a trademark of the Electronic Silk Road Shenzhen Tech Co. Limited, registered in United States. Okay, and it's made in China. This is the screen protector case, and there is some screen protector information. It says there screen protector. It has this application tray, and I hope it's good. But the best way is when you put the device upside down with the screen downwards and you pull a tab. That's the best way. This one is the opposite. So there is still a chance to get for some dust particles to go between the glass here and the screen, because you clean the tablet and then, or even a phone in general for this style, and then you remove a protective film, and in those moments when you put down the screen protector on the device, there could be some dust going in. Especially with static electricity going on, especially with static electricity being very powerful when you're doing this, anything could happen, but it could work. I will try it and see how it works. Bubble-free application, I don't really believe that, but we will see. Usually the bubbles, you can push them out with a squeegee tool, so that's not really a problem. The problem is the dust. If you get one particle of dust under the screen protector, if you get one small particle of dust under the screen protector here between this, then the bubble doesn't go. It will be a bubble there, and even if the bubble, if it's really a tiny small dust particle, it will not be a bubble, but you will see it there, and you have to learn to ignore it or replace the screen protector. It's shatterproof, hopefully, and this is some code. It looks like there was a barcode under, and now they put this. I bought this from Amazon Germany, so I think that's why they write it in German there. And there is a support. That's nice. I have the iPad Pro M5. I have the iPad Pro M5 15-inch here, and it's in the case. So here there is a thing that's easy to open, but then you have this kind of seals. You have this kind of seals on top here, but actually on the back of the box. No, this also has seals here. So that's good. Okay. So I will open the seals. Let's open it. Okay. It's upside down. Be like this or no? I can't tell which way is up. I think like this. Okay. Nothing else in the box. So you have some kind of a plastic cover here. I try to clean the dust as much as possible. with the cloth. Also with wet wipes to make a bit of remove. I try to clean the dust as much as possible with wet wipes and just a cloth. This is microfiber cloth. It's gonna be good for the display itself. Let's see here. So that's just a cover for it. Okay, so we have here some kind of information. I don't know, I always look at them upside down. Scan and watch a setup video. Okay. You can scan this to watch their official setup video. I watched it already. So you have the points of the tray. You have A1, A2, and B1 B2 for the screen protector. So the key here is to know that there is one hole on one side, and that aligns for both the screen protector and the tray, like this. And then you install the tablet. You put the iPad in the tray, and also you need to remove any case of screen protectors from it. That's for sure. Okay. Then you clean it with the wet wipes provided. Clean the iPad screen with the wet wipes and with the dry wipes also. And this is the tricky part. Once the screen is clean, you have to remove the protective case. Once the screen is clean, you have this flap. This is a screen protector. You put it on the side and remove this protector, and then you put the screen protector on top of the iPad, and this hole will align with the hole here on the tray. The problem is that while you're doing this, removing this film, and between this and this, you might have dust going there. So you have to try this. Either there's a trick, you can have a shower, have a really hot shower, and do this in a bathroom where you had like a steaming hot water was coming out. Like that, on any dust like that, the dust particles will settle down the water, the steam makes them heavier. Or here, what I'm trying to do, I try not to move anything. I turn off the aircon and I wait for any dust to settle. So yeah. And now the important part is starting from the top arrow. Now the important part at the end, starting from the top arrow, you slide your finger down and wait 10 seconds. This is for the screen protector to there. I will wait more than 10 seconds. And then you remove, there is another protection. There is another foil to remove from the protector. And then you remove the iPad like that. You can reuse the application tray with the second screen protector. I would put the application screen protector in the iPad tray. Hopefully I don't need to use it more than once. So we have here some, for the case there was a similar sticker, so it's something generic. I like how they do this kind of, like it's moving like this. It's interesting. Some support information. If the screen protector doesn't work well, I might try it and see how it works, but we'll see. Okay, so here we have the actual screen protector. So we have here two. There are two pieces of glass. So I will remove one of them. That's the back. This is the back of one of the screen protectors. And that's the front. I will remove one of them. Oh, this is cracked. Wow. This one is cracked. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this, it's cracked here. How is possible? So I got a screen protector. I got a screen protector that is actually only two pieces, but actually one is cracked in the corner there. I'm not even gonna open it from here. Wow, that's interesting. ESR, I hope you watch this. I don't understand how this could have happened. Maybe it was shocked here, I don't know. Maybe during transport, but the box was okay. The box was not squashed. It had this protective cover, everything was okay there. But somehow it got, look at it. Okay, so on this one, this screen protector is actually only one screen protector. Okay, this is not a good start, but okay, let's see. Okay, so I have here two cleaning sets, two cleaning wipes. I will keep one cleaning kit, and then this is the application tray here. There is dust inside it. A little bit of dust inside this application tray, and it's a bit flexible actually. It's not that solid, but okay. I'll remove the iPad from the case. I'll remove the Apple Pencil Pro. No need for the Apple Pencil Pro now. And that's the iPad Pro M5, 13-inch, and I'll try to remove it without dropping it here. Okay, so that's from the way this is made, it looks like the cameras should be on this side. So I'll turn it, make sure the camera is on that side, and it's kind of aligning, but I'm not really convinced. Okay. It's kind of jiggling sideways. What is this? Maybe I put it, I'm supposed to flip this upside down, I think. There is no way this is like that. Okay, so now I understand. So this comes out. And here goes the camera. Now this makes more sense. I have the camera here. iPad goes in there. Now it's nice and safe. It's not moving sideways, so it's nice and secure in there. And I will try to clean it a little bit with this microfiber cloth to remove most of the stuff before I use the cleaning kit from the ESR screen protector. There is gonna be a lot of dust here, and this video is gonna be probably very long, but I'm not gonna make it shorter. I will show you as it is, so you get an idea exactly of what to expect when you install this. I hope it goes well, but I'm gonna contact Amazon, and yeah, I will ask them what's happening with that screen protector, why it was cracked like that. Yeah. But let's see if this thing actually works. So here on the top there are the cameras and the Face ID. So that's not gonna change anything there. Also, there is a trick. You can use another light. You can use a light from the side to see dust easier. You see there? See that dust particle? And without the sideways light, you don't really see it well. So I'm gonna use that. I have two lights actually. I have this one also. So I will use the wet wipes to clean the desk here. The reason is to make the water hold on to these dust particles so they don't fly back in the air. Something like this. That's the reason. I see the dust particles flying around here, and more cleaning. But once they touch this table here, they're gonna get caught by the moisture in the wet wipe. As dust keeps going there, but okay, I let the dust settle. I use the wet wipes to make the moisture environment here on the desk, but it's still some. I didn't use any of the cleaning kit yet, so maybe with that it's gonna be okay. This is the pack. That's how the installation goes. And you put this here on this edge. So these two lines here, they have to align with the holes, and also this part goes under that to lock it in place. So you have like a lock. So you have like a locking option there, and also then on this side it goes, the screen protector goes in that hole. So now the screen protector is aligned, but the problem is the dust still. Okay, so now I have to lift this and I have to peel it back like that. So this now sits, it's waiting to be applied. And also, before I put it back on the iPad to apply it completely, I have to remove this sticker. So it's already kind of being removed here, you see, when I peeled it. I want to make sure it's back there so no dust gets in. Okay, I'll try to use the cleaning kit. Maybe this is gonna work better, but I really doubt it. And we have here, should be two things. Okay, three things. That's all. So in the cleaning kit we have the dust removal sticker, we have the wet wipe, and this nice microfiber cloth actually. Okay, this is the microfiber cloth. I'm gonna try to keep this one clean for a moment. And I will use the wet wipe. You see already there's plenty of dust in here. I'm using the wet wipe. There's only one wet wipe here, and now this is gonna get dry pretty quickly. Doesn't smell like alcohol, so that's interesting. And now the iPad decided to turn on while I was doing this. Okay. It's not good that it's turning on, it needs to be off. It should be okay, it's off now. I think it has a microphone, it's listening to what I'm saying. Okay, so this wet wipe is actually not that wet. I mean, it is wet, but not that much. Yeah, it might be that it's actually doing something for static electricity. So there's not much static on it, because it seems like it's not, dust doesn't settle so much, but it's probably waiting to jump in the last moment. I see one piece of dust here. So there's always dust. There's always a dust particle waiting to get in. I already know this is going to be a disaster. Okay, that's the dry microfiber cloth, dry wipe. The size for this, they always make them so small. They should be just a little bit bigger. To be able to also reuse them. They should be just a little bit bigger to be able to use them later and also to use them well now. So I'll wait for some kind of dust particles to come in the last moment and see what to do to remove them for sure. As you see, as soon as I finished one there in the middle, if you can't see it, I will show you right now. You see it there. So I removed this one. That's why a light shining from the side helps a lot for this. And trying not to move too much. Another one here, another one there. 3 here. Now 1 here, 2. And 1 here. One here. This is a patience test, really, because there's always a piece of dust somewhere. And now it looks okay. One here. Oh no, don't turn on the screen. When the screen turns on, it's impossible to see what's happening there. So okay. Now it looks okay. So I guess I will use the dust removal sticker now. And hunt for you see the smudge there? Oh my god. Okay. Now there's more dust. When they make the instruction videos for most of these companies, they show it to you like it's so easy, but they never show you a real life example in a dusty room. And here actually the air is not moving around too much, it's just a bit of dust. There's no like a special environment with a vacuum, air, anything like this. This is a real life scenario here. So this is what you should expect when you use these things. Okay, now the dust sticker works pretty well. Trying to catch all the pieces. Okay, it's aligned. So I press here, press and slide. Okay, you see it's expanding. Hopefully there's not many dust particles under there. One of the screen protectors was already broken, so yeah, that wasn't a good start, but waiting 10 seconds, you see there is a bubble there, but you can squeeze it out. So if you have bubbles like this, you can really use your finger to squeeze them out to the edges, just like that. And now I remove, there's also here, I have to press it all the way to the edge, make sure it's nice and all the way there. And now when removing this, it's better to put it at an angle like that, so it doesn't take the screen protector with it. And I'm hoping there is no dust there. And that's done. This is it, that's done. There is one here, oh my god. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the iPad is out of the case and there is some kind of a bit of a dust thing here, and maybe it's gonna just get compressed over time. Hopefully that's the only one. I don't see anything in the middle of the screen, so that's good. Yeah, so I'll try to use this microfiber cloth and try to find dust particles. There is one very tiny here, but I think it's fine, that one. Oh wow, nothing else. Wow. Okay, so I have here, I have to turn it off. A slide to power off. Okay, so I have here a few air bubbles. I have here a few air bubbles. I don't know if you can see them. I have here a few air bubbles. Oh yeah, now you can see them. And these are not a problem as long as there is no dust particle. As long as there is no dust particle in the middle there, it's okay. So the air bubbles, you squeeze them towards the edge and you can even merge them. So I have here these two bubbles. It's really interesting how you can squeeze the air bubbles to the edge. And I have the Spigen squeegee for this, but I'll just use my finger. Maybe I'll use that Spigen squeegee. Okay, so I'll use the Spigen squeegee. I have this kit. It was for the iPhone, I think. Yeah, iPhone 16 Pro Max. And they included this tool, which ESR didn't include. I'll put this back. So the Spigen screen protector had an extra tool that is really useful, this one. So I want to remove this. I also want to make sure that this screen protector is well aligned, and it seems aligned pretty well. Okay, so I have these bubbles here. Okay, it's rubber with a bit of like a leathery texture to it, so you see how the bubble starts working when I use this. And this one, you see how it's going towards the edge, and I left one behind here. I want to make sure I also remove this. Also, when you do this, put the support under the iPad exactly in the point where you're pressing, so you don't have a risk of bending the iPad because of this. So this is the bubble. I could join these bubbles. You see, they could join now. And now I'll take them to this side. I'll take them away from the cameras and the Face ID, right on the edge here. And that's how you get rid of the bubbles. And on the edge, it's gone. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good installation. Other than one small dust particle here, I always have one dust particle left. But I think if I press it long enough here, it's gonna blend in with the rest of the stuff. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's barely noticeable. There are some pockets of air here, and they might go through the screen protector slowly, I'm not sure. They might form a bubble again, and then I'll squeegee them out, but otherwise I don't see any other dust particle under it. So I could say this is a successful installation, other than having one broken screen protector on it in the case. Yeah. And here the iPad, Face ID and camera are open, and they're also easier to clean. Like this, you can easily clean them like that. So if I start the iPad now, yeah, I can barely notice this one, it's very small. But it's there. There's always one dust particle, but it doesn't show through the screen when you use it. It's only one small piece of cloth, this fluff from dust fluff. That's pretty good. Now it's time to get the iPad back in the case. So now the iPad is protected. The back also can be protected with the case. I have this Folio case. I have this ESR Folio case, and I'm not sure if actually I have this ESR Folio case, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this, but yeah, so the iPad is here. Trying to remove any dust from it before installing it in the case. It's really just a magnetic case, so it doesn't really matter much. And now it's ready like this, but yeah, I have to clean the screen a little bit. So there's always some dust smudges here. The smudges, fingerprints. Yeah, now it's ready. I put back the Apple Pencil Pro and now it's ready to close and it's protected. In this Folio case from ESR, and in general these Folio cases, The edge is not protected. It's really like almost no protection. There is a little bit of protection, but no protection much, really. So I don't know. I think I might return this case, even though it feels really so nice. I like it. So the only reason I might keep it is because it's a nice stand, like that, to use it. And it does protect the back of the iPad and the front, like that. And the cameras also, it protects the camera, actually one camera. And it holds the Apple Pencil Pro, so it's kind of this is the purpose of it. It is a bit reaching from the edge, a little bit, but yeah. That's the installation of the ESR screen protector. I think this video is going to be super long, but that's what you expect. Somehow I was able to install it using the regular conditions, and I only had one dust particle here, which is not visible while you use the iPad. So I think this is a pretty good installation. And yeah, when you get the dust on it, it's gonna be pretty dusty. There might be some dust accumulation here from between the edges, on the edge of the screen protector, but still it's not bad. It's easy to clean it from here. Some cases might reach too much on the edges, and then the screen protector would lift a little bit, but this case doesn't really offer much protection on the edges, so for that it's okay, kind of. I hope this helps you install the screen protector. And this tray should be for the second screen protector, but that one is cracked, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Long video.